Sandi Cassanelli, Merlin, Oregon. The explanatory statements according to ORS 2513.345 state that the governing body shall submit an impartial, simple, and understandable statement explaining the measure and its effect. We have some corrections that we think the county should implement regarding these explanatory statements. The first one is in paragraph 5 of the solid waste ordinance. The second sentence says the property owner may appeal the notice to a hearings officer. That is not correct. In the ordinance, it says on page 7, section 12, any person may appeal the notice by filing at the office of the public health director. So that's one. And then in that same paragraph on the end, it says the cost of the cleanup are set by the Board of Commissioners after a hearing. It is at the hearing, it's not after. And then because there's plenty of words, we are requesting that the board include the following paragraph. The Board of County Commissioners may order the cost of the abatement be made a personal obligation of the property owner or the person causing the nuisance, or be a special assessment and lien against the property involved, or both. This statement does not properly give the electorate that information. On the second one, the code enforcement officer, in the first paragraph, I think we should include, this ordinance allows the Board of Commissioners to appoint persons as code enforcement officers and animal control officers, because on page 2, section 6 of the ordinance, it includes animal control officers with the same authority. And paragraph 3, this ordinance allows the code enforcement officer or law enforcement officer. That's how it's stated in the ordinance, and I think you should include that because it does include law enforcement officers. And then in paragraph 5, according to the original ordinance on page 9, section 14, it gives the discretion to the court and the hearings officer to have a trial or a hearing at their discretion, even if the citizen does not request it. So I think the first paragraph should say whether or not the person requests a trial or hearing, the court or hearings officer sets the time and date for the trial or hearing. Then in the third one, the first sentence is currently, if a person violates a county ordinance, then the county must file a civil lawsuit in circuit court against, I have 2 more sections on these code enforcement.
I think because it's, you have it written down and it seems pretty clear, and that's what we're going to go off of anyway.
You want me to submit this stuff?
Would you mind? That'd be easier. I wasn't going to write it down because I just knew you were going places. I wasn't going to be able to keep up.
I just want to make one more comment that is a misstatement, because according to the original ordinance 916, there was a whole process of coming before a hearings officer and the board. And this statement and the one on the last one is misleading to the public.
Okay.
Ms. Cassanelli, if you submit those today, so because we have to review them tomorrow.
I'll give you this.
Great, because Commissioner Heck will be back tomorrow.
It's a mess. You guys can photocopy it yourselves, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yep.